welcome back to my channel, and today I have another review for you. We are going to review two of the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. Now, I have heard phenomenal things about these eyeshadows, that they are the bomb.com best eyeshadows you ever going to use, so I really wanted to get my hands on some and do a review for you guys. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell to be notified of more videos. And if you haven't checked out my other reviews, I will leave those linked down below for you. Let's get into the review. Okay, first off, before I even get into the palette, I feel like I would be negligent if I did not talk about the whole process concerning this. There have been a lot of videos on YouTube concerning Juvia's Place's customer service, receiving orders, not receiving orders, things getting broken. I purchased mine when Juvia's Place was being sold through Outlook, and I was like, I want to get me some, and it was pretty much a 40-45% discount, so I was really happy about that. Now, that being said, Outlook they were not the ones who had the palette and shipped it out. They were offering the discount, but the order went through Juvia's Place. So Juvia's Place was the people who fulfilled the actual order. It took about 15 days for them to notify me that my order had shipped. Now, on the Outlook site, it did say in the cute little shipping thing that it would take 2 to 4 weeks for it to be fulfilled, which is a pretty long time, especially considering the fact that these palettes and this brand is in such high demand right now. You'd think that they would, I don't know, figure it out a bit better. So it took about 15 days, which was, about the 2-week mark. And then it took about another week and a half even for the palettes to actually get to me. Now, when they arrived, they were in good condition, nothing broken, yada, yada, yada. But if you're expecting to go and buy these palettes, don't expect to be getting them, in a week. It is going to take some time. Now, I highly recommend you formulating your own opinion about this brand, despite, quality or everything that everyone says. I will probably not be purchasing anything else from Juvia's Place just because of their history. A YouTuber who I absolutely love and respect is Tiffy J. I will leave her channel and specifically her video talking about Juvia's Place down below. She is very concise, well thought out, and brings up a lot of really good points concerning it. And she is a gorgeous woman of color, so considering the fact that it's coming from someone who would be really behind this brand, then I think she pulls up a great point. So definitely check that out. All right, now let's get into looking at these bad boys. This is the Saharan. I absolutely love the aesthetic of this brand. It is very nice, sleek packaging, magnetic closure. The colors inside look phenomenal. I mean, these two right here screaming my name, absolutely beautiful. And then we have the Masquerade Mini, once again, absolutely beautiful. And the colors you get in here just, I mean, this whole row right here is screaming for me to do some kind of crazy look. Now, I am wearing both of these palettes on my eyes today. I started off and went in with Burkina right here, just all over the lid. I didn't see a significant amount of fallout. And then I went in with this Bororo shade right here, which I was fairly disappointed in because I feel like it didn't show up and it just kind of muddied into that first shade. And then I went in with Sokoto right over top of that and also under the lash line here. That one was a bit better. And then on my lid, I started with Cairo right here, which is this beautiful orange with kind of like glitter infused in it. And then last but not least, I took, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. So I took that one on the lid and in my inner corner. Kind of my first impressions is I was a little bit underwhelmed, and I think that is partly because these receive so much hype. Like, people are telling you these are the end-all be-all shadows. They are just gonna blow you out of the water. I mean, I found that the shades that I used muddied up a little bit. They weren't, you know, any better than, say, you know, Kat Von D or Urban Decay or, you know, Too Faced for blending. They were, you know, they just blended like normal shadows. The pigmentation was very nice, but overall I was expecting a more intense experience. And like I said, that probably is because they are so hyped up. So, you know, but let's get some swatches, because swatches tell all. I'm going to start with the Saharan palette here. I am not going to try to say these names because I will butcher them. I will leave them all listed down below in the order which I swatched them, and also the palette that they are coming from. So let's just do that. I'm going to go from this and this and this. So let's just go into that. This is one of the shades that really spoke to me, and it is very beautiful. Swatching it, it looks very creamy and wonderful. This is another shade that I used today. Now, people have been saying that their like shimmer shadows are, you know, to die for. This one, when I placed it on my inner corner, I found it to be a little bit, you know, crumbly, kind of fally, not, you know, super amazing. I find that they work best on a flat synthetic brush, but that's just my opinion. Then we have another shimmer here. Looks absolutely beautiful. And then another. Ooh, this one looks, oh yes, hello. That one is so pretty. I should use that today. And then here's another shimmer. That one's all right. That one isn't, you know, anything that I would like scream and write home about. Then we have this one right here. That one is absolutely beautiful. A teensy weensy bit chunky, but nothing, you know, you can't fix. Then this was the shade that I was very disappointed in because, like I said, I found that it just really muddied into that first color that I used on my eye. Maybe if I used it alone or first, it would be a lot better. So I want to try more with that color. And the lighting just went out. Then we have this one, which is this beautiful bronze gold, very pretty. The shimmers do seem to be very pigmented and smooth, but like I said, they do have a little bit of that like chunky fallout. And then we have a black. We know matte blacks are always a pain to do. Ooh, that was like butter. I need to whip that bad boy out. Then we have this one right here, just a nice, you know, all over the lid or a transition shade. We have this one. Sorry, I am running out of space. That is absolutely beautiful right there. And then last but not least, this beautiful shimmery pink. Looks like that. That one is beautiful. So all in all, the swatches do look absolutely stunning, and I feel like if you saw this on social media, you would be blown away, but definitely do your research. From the Saharan palettes, the mattes do feel very creamy and buttery. The shimmers are a little bit grittier to the touch, but when you swatch them out, they do look quite beautiful. They have that teeny tiny bit of like texture buildup whenever you swatch them, but you know. Next, we're gonna go into the Masquerade mini palette, which is honestly the one that I was the most excited for. We are gonna go womp, 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 womp. Once again, I'm not going to try, well, these ones aren't so, no, I'm just gonna leave the list down below with the coordinating shades so I don't have to butcher anything for you guys. And we're just gonna go and get into it. This is the first row right here, very much up my alley. I love the fact that this is like a blue, but almost a little bit hint of purple in there. Very smooth, not nearly as gritty in texture, I feel, as the Saharan palette shimmers. and extremely pigmented, as you can see. Here we have the second row. I apologize for the swatches looking a little bit splotchy like this first one. I have been wiping my hand down with a makeup remover wipe, but they are still very beautiful. The mattes, like this one here, do feel very creamy. They glide on like butter. However, this one I found was very disappointing. In the pan, it looks like it is going to be absolutely stunning, but it just seems to underperform in my opinion, especially in this swatch here. Have not used it on my eyes yet, so take that with a grain of salt. Here we have the third row. These two shades are absolutely stunning. This one took me a little bit to build up. It's kind of very similar to that pink one with the shimmer that just was very underwhelming, and this shade just kind of straight up. I mean, I feel like my swatches compared to a lot of the other swatches I've seen online just aren't as mind-blowing. They do feel very nice, they look very pretty, but they aren't as end-all be-all as I kind of thought they would be. Here is the last row. This shade is phenomenal, but kind of like the third row, I had issues with a lot of the shades that looked like they were going to be absolutely beautiful in the pan, just very underwhelming. For example, these two shades, this one right here and this one right here. I mean, it's that one there, you can barely see it, and this one, they look like they're going to be beautiful, deep, dark, dramatic shades, and whenever you swatch them, they just don't, they look like almost nothing compared to what they are in the pan, and I am kind of a little concerned about how that is going to transfer on to an eye look. So once again, my swatches compared to some other people's swatches, not necessarily as mind-blowing as I have thought these would be. Also, this shade here, which is a shimmer, I don't know if you can see, but it is rather chunky and has a fair amount of fallout. So my overall opinion on these palettes honestly is not as amazing and good as I thought it would be. I think that the colors are very beautiful. Some of them are exceptionally disappointing when you see that deep, rich color in the pan. And then as we saw in the swatches, they just didn't perform. These shimmers are absolutely stunning. Some of the mattes have a bit to be desired, even though they are very creamy and buttery and smooth to the texture. Some of the colors, like I said earlier in the video, seem to muddy out on my eyes and not really stand out as a stellar color. They do seem to, however, blend very well. So all in all, I don't think that I would purchase these palettes full price. I am very glad that I got them off of Hotlook for a discount. Do I think that you should run out and buy these? No. Wait for eye mats, wait for a sale, you know, don't blow your money full priced on these, even though they are very affordable. I don't think they're nearly as phenomenal as all the hype make them out to be. I mean, it is just my personal opinion, but these have gotten a huge amount of hype, and so many people just say that these are phenomenal end-all be-all shadows, and in my opinion, they just aren't. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you do want to see me do a tutorial with these palettes so that you can kind of see them more in action, please like this video and let me know down below. Also like this video to let me know that you like this kind of video that I'm doing with these reviews. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!